Why do Indians succeed everywhere in the world? I am Bertin from Congo in Africa. I have seen many Indians having very successful businesses in my country. And for more than 19 years, when I was in my hometown, Goma, I have been eating bread from a company called Krishna. It's for an Indian. I traveled in most countries of West Africa. And when I traveled in all those countries, I was finding that most of the powerful businesses are owned by Indians. So after being in India for 2 years, I finally learned why are Indians successful no matter where they go. Without losing time, let me take you into the lessons, which I think these lessons are going to be a great thing for you, and they can help you as well to have a success in what you're doing. First thing, try and don't fear. These Indians are everywhere you want to know in the world. And something which is obvious is that even if they're there, it doesn't mean that there are not challenges. In fact, life is usually hard when you're outside of your origin place, of your birthplace. But how do they succeed to go outside, far from their families, far from their traditions, far from their countries, and still be strong and have good results? Is that they try first and then they don't fear. I know despite some things like the language and other excuses, most of us, we don't usually want to go abroad and try businesses because we are scared of the language. You don't know the language, you don't know the culture, we don't know the lifestyle. But for them, everyone can fear, but not an Indian, and that's a good thing to learn from them. Second thing, they become as locals. Recently, I traveled to a place called Rajkot, some kilometers from where I am right now in Vadodara, and I met one guy speaking Lingala fluently, more than even Congolese themselves. When I saw him, it attracted me to him, and I was imagining if he was a shop owner in my country, speaking my home language, definitely I'm going to come back to him again when I need a business from India. Everywhere Indians you find them, they try to become as locals as much as they can. Something which is a little bit different from Western guys. When they come in our countries, they usually live like expatriates. And that life of being an expatriate, it's just meaning I'm in your place, but I'm not yours. I can't live like you. But for Indians, it's a little bit different. Third thing, simplicity. It's very hard to know an Indian who owns an expensive jewelry shop when he is not in his shop. If you meet him in the streets, you can think this is a guy, he's just walking out there in normal shirts, normal car, normal trouser, and just a normal life. He's someone normal. But when you meet him in his shop and you know that he's the owner of that shop, you will respect him. And that simple life make them first to know how to economize things which they own, and also to reduce the cost of the life. And that is something very great which we should all learn. Sometimes in my country, workers come even dressing expensive stuff more than their bosses. It's something which, yes, you can laugh at it and it can sound funny to you, but that's the reality, and it's something sad, dressing expensive more than your boss. Working on your own things. Let me explain what is it. Working on your own things is just being active in your work and don't leave it in the hands of someone else because you think you are successful. Mostly, I usually see many Indians who own shop in my country, obviously. No matter how rich they are, you still find them at the counter of the shop. What are they doing there? They own their shop and they have to follow every single step of how the work is going. And that is something we should learn from them. When they start the work, they follow it and they go for it with all their strength. Even if you become successful, you always come back to check how far is the work, how far is the job, and that is something powerful we should learn from them. And if you have also a work, go and follow it. And fifth thing, which is one of the things which I try as much as I can to develop also, honest. I don't know how I can explain this, but I think you need to experience it for you to know it. I have been in India for 2 years now, and there is something which I saw. Most people are honest with me everywhere where I go. Sometimes when I find things online that Indians are scammers and other things, yes, there is no human who is perfect, but for Indians, if there are those who are not honest, it's 1% of the whole population. And imagine how much is 1%, maybe even less than 1%. And this is one of the things which makes Indians to be trustworthy everywhere they are. If you find a place where there have been thieves, mostly it's not an Indian who we are going to meet there. You always find them at workplaces, and that is something which we should congratulate them or learn from Indians. When they put a lot of time in work, and it's make them to be honest in all their work. As a result, we trust them and we call them for another business. So as a simple recap, let me bring back all the things which I just spoke about. First thing, you have to try and don't fear. No matter which excuse you have, just try and don't fear. Second, become as locals. Don't try to live an expensive life or an outside life when you are already at a place where you're running your business. Try to be as people who you are trying to give the business and live as them. Third thing, be simple and reduce the cost of your life. Fourth thing, work on your own things. Don't give someone else who doesn't know your dream to work on your things. And fifth and the last, be honest. And I am sure people are going to trust you and come back again to you. So thank you so much for watching my video. I am sure you have been blessed with the things which I just gave to you. There are a lot of things we need to learn from Indians, and all these are reasons why they are becoming successful everywhere they go in the world. So thank you so much for watching my video. I will ask you to watch also other videos which you can find on this channel. Also, don't forget to watch videos of other Africans who make videos here in India. Thank you so much for being here.